All right, good morning to you. My name is Ifeimi Andrew. We'll quickly get into some newspaper headlines this morning. Before we do that, remember to join us on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. If you haven't liked our page, please go on Facebook now and do so. You also get the opportunity to watch the Morning Crossfire every single morning, along with many other contents that we have on our page. Yes, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle. Like it. Get onto the live stream. Drop your comments, and importantly, don't forget to click the share button. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH. You can also do the same thing. And by the way, we also have a poll up on X that would like you to interact with, because it's really going to be interesting for our conversation this morning on the Morning Crossfire. So yes, are you comfortable with the change of the Nigerian anthem? Let us know your thoughts. So get on X. We have that there. Get engaged. Let us know what your thoughts are. Nigeria Info PH. That is the handle on X. All right, let's quickly go on to now the newspaper headlines. The Punch here. We start with this one. Leading headline here. First anniversary. Federal government plans supplementary budget. Warns against foreign aid. And then you would see here, Disco's monthly revenue rise by 5 billion naira amid outage. Stop economic mismanagement, Afenifere tells federal government. And this one here also says minimum wage, federal government invites labor to resume talks Friday. Now, this one is interesting to me because they go to the meetings, the federal government add 3,000, labor reduce 3,000. I think you'd understand what's happening there, even if nobody wants to say it. It would almost look as though, well, the message would be, I don't think you're serious with us, because if we're telling you we need 400 and this 1,000 as minimum wage and you want to negotiate, we're expecting you to come up and say, okay, we're paying 100 and this, or if we're going to reduce on our part, or from 400, okay, let us see, we can take 200 and this. But, the addition of 3,000, removal of 3,000, well, we hope this is resolved as soon as possible. Shell NNPC remitted $142 million to NDDC in 2023. All of those are headlines you would find on the Punch newspaper this morning. And quickly, we jump on to the Vanguard before we go to the phone lines. Still, the leading headline here: 1 year in office, my government walking the talk. Tinubu, that's the leading headline on the Vanguard newspaper. And you will see traders reject allegation of indiscriminate hike in prices of food items. What the FCCPC is doing, it's actually laudable if you ask me. But I think we should also put into consideration several other things that could be behind the increase in the price of foodstuff, transportation cost, and the economy generally, because the woman who sells again has to pay rent, and they have increased rent. How is she going to make the money to pay the rent? She has to increase what she sells because that's her job. That's what she does. That's how she makes money. So it's a chain that's really complex. All right, the person that's selling fish, their child has to go to school. Now, the person that has the school has increased school fees because they also have to meet up with payment of rent, buying of fuel, books in for the school, and several other things that they need to do. So they increase fees to be able to meet up with that, pay workers, right? The only thing in all of this is that worker salary is not going up. That's where you now have a break in transmission, if I'll put it that way. Well, what can I say? Let's go to the phone lines quickly. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. Again, let me remind you, on X, Nigeria Info PH. Go on there and interact with us. Drop your comments. Most importantly, share your thoughts with us. There's a poll running. We need to get your opinion on it. We now have a new national anthem. What's your view about it? Are you comfortable with it? The change of anthem. Some people call it a new national anthem. Technically, it's not new. That anthem has been there. We just, brought it back now. All right. Okwandu is in Irebe. Okwandu, let's start with you. Please keep it short, simple, and straight to the point. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, Ifeimi Andrew.
Yeah, go ahead.
The president is telling us that he is walking the talk after his 1 year in office. My brother. Now, even PSTN, that's EEDC. No, Discos. They are making money amidst darkness. I think the two headlines are related. We have not seen anything since President Buhari entered into office.
Tinubu, please, President Tinubu.
He is telling us that he is walking the talk. Amidst darkness, distribution companies are making their money. Are these two not fraud? This is pure fraud. They are defrauding Nigerians, supplying darkness and making their money. Now they are telling us they are making they have come to declare their gains. That is the same thing the president is doing to us. And hardship, hunger, he is walking the talk.
Let's go to a chain now. Lugard. Good morning to you, Lugard.
Yeah, Andrew. Greetings from a chain to you.
Greetings. Let's hear you go on. Okay.
Yeah, Andrew, my governor telling us this morning that the crisis in the state is over. And for me, I want to ask the governor, where is the crisis in Rivers State? You see, Andrew, it's high time we should stop hiding under something that is nothing. You remember, Andrew, if there is crisis in the state, Andrew, will you be in your station?
I think, Lugaman, you're getting it out of context. The conversation has not always been that there is security crisis or threats in Rivers State. Lugaman, before you continue, please let me put you in proper perspective. It has been political crisis in Rivers State. That has been what the word has always been. Political crisis. And I'm sure you understand that. It's not a security threat or security crisis. That's not what it is. It's political instability in Rivers State. And I'm sure you're clearly aware of that. So please, if you can react with this information, if you didn't have it, so you react in proper perspective and context.
Okay, Andrew, let me stop on that. Andrew, I am saying that 1 year anniversary of our governor, for me, is a failure. Because, Andrew, you see, I've said this time without number in this radio station that LS Oti was elected the same day this our governor elected. Go to Abia and see what LS Oti is doing. Now, look at you inaugurated a commissioner. What about AJ? Does it mean that he does not have supporters in AJ to appoint the commissioner? I am not happy the way this is being run. He has identified so many problems in Rivers State, more especially in our educational sector. Andrew, go to the educational sector, see what has he done anything in the educational sector? Where can he be to say today that yes, I have done well in this aspect? For me, this 1 year is a 1 year of failure.
Let's go to NTA Road now. Chimezie is on the line. Chimezie, good morning. I lost the call from Chimezie. Uche Ken from HA, good morning. Over to you now.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
You're welcome. Go on.
Yes. I want to look at, first of all, the old but now new national anthem. Andrew, very funny. Did you know the funny part of the story? The old one that we've been using ended with "So help me God." Why this one now they say make we use ended with "Nigeria may be blessed"? You see the problem? As in Nigeria may be blessed. You understand what the word may? May is under probability. So even we are not even sure of the blessing. Something is wrong with the national anthem. You see me as a day. Any day while I follow sight up, you know, say something on the road. I not go sing them. I not even servicing. Then let me talk about Governor Fumara said the worst of political crisis is over. I pray. Because we all pray for peace and not crisis. But I also urge the governor not to come up with a different news tomorrow. You understand, on Tuesday he came up with, I have uncovered plot to destabilize the state. And yesterday was Wednesday. He came up with this one again. The worst of political crisis is over. I pray, so be it. Then I inherited over 34 uncompleted road projects worth 225 billion naira. I think all these things are not necessary for now because government is a continuity, and that was how other past or previous administration inherited. It is all about you do your best. The one you cannot be able to do, you just take a bow. Another government comes, they continue from there. As for the employment he cancelled, citing overaged, for me, I totally disagreed. Because yesterday he made a statement. He said The foundation was laid in a faulty foundation. And that foundation was the foundation that brought him into power today. So I believe he never wanted to use the people that helped him. He now decided to use his own, but no problem.
All right, let's go over to Remo Dumaya. Bright is on the line. Good morning, Bright. All right, Elele1 now. Kingsley, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
How is Elele1 this morning?
Fine.
All right, go on.
The governor has abandoned the internal road scheme. I thought I would really make that statement. He did not make that statement because most of us are in the line of the FCT minister. There's no problem. Me, myself, regretted supporting him as a governor. I don't know that this, as governor, will behave like this. I'm telling you, there's no problem. We are going to control this regime in due time. His 1 year in office is a capital failure. I suppose I'm hearing about agriculture. They say if there's one guy farm, I thought you mentioned it, you did not say it. Look at the Eleme Junction to go to it's very vital in the economy in River State here. Yeah, abandon it. He's not saying anything about it. He said about the crisis. So there's no crisis in River State. He is the one creating the crisis. He is the one causing the crisis by himself. That's what I'm telling you. They said I want to give the man power and money. You see the character of the man. That is the real character the government is showing. He's one in office compared to here weekend. Commission over 35 rooms in 1 year. It's 1 day, one project, 1 day commission project. What are we seeing now? Can you mention up to 7 projects is commissioning? No. But I thought you said that the money is spending in the name of the Thanksgiving. Because you have an allegation right over 120 million naira in the local government in the name of Thanksgiving.
Kingsley, we don't have details of that or facts of that, so
no,
we can't put figures to what you don't. You can't put figures to what you don't have facts or details on.
It's an alleged. And
who alleged it? Who made the allegation, and how did the person get the figures?
I'm coming, and he has received over 100 billion in 6 months in office. Don't worry. When you go,
all right, Kingsley.
I pray all this will be exposed.
All right, John Mudioga. Good morning.
Yes, morning, my good friend Andrew.
Yep, go on.
The president signed a new national anthem into law. Nigeria will head him. Andrew, what are we heading? What are we hailing? Are we hailing a basin of Gare that is 25,000 today? Are we hailing a pump price that is 900 naira per liter today? Are we hailing there is no electricity in the country today? What is the way forward? Let us tell ourselves the truth. People that we voted for to represent us, why are they doing like this to Nigeria? They have forgotten the primary functions that why we send them, and they are doing things that will draw us backward again. Andrew, secondly, the governor of Rivers State, Samuel Fibora, said he inherited a debt. And he had paid and he had tried. I want to congratulate him on his 1 year in office. It's not easy. When you meet people who are not good in their government, who are come to destroy, even in the Bible, who everybody see as the author and the finisher that they refer you to. When it was time of Nebuchadnezzar, things were very rough to the children of Israelites. Today they conquer. I want to congratulate him for conquering and persevere to move the state forward. And so thirdly, to congratulate Charles Bekey for his appointment as a commissioner in Emo local government.
Thank you very much.
He's a man that's been experienced.
Temple is in a chair. Let's go over out to Temple. Good morning, John. Thank you, John. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi Andrew. How are you doing this morning, sir? Yes, so Nigerians revert to the old national anthem. The very distinguished Femi Andrew. Let's assume, but not considering that this is part of our pressing needs. I also want to appeal to the National Assembly members, since they don't have any other jobs to do. I think the Nigerian as a name is also a problem. They should effect change with immediate alacrity on that. And also, it is going to be a good welcome development for them if we can also change the name Nigerian as well. Because it looks as if everything is wrong with this name Nigeria, the national anthem and the logo. I I don't know how this can, cushion this excruciating pain Nigerians are being faced under this, government. I don't even know how this new national anthem is going to make our refineries functional again. I don't really know. But looking at them yesterday, it was so shameful that starting from Mr. President to the Senate President, the Speaker, not even one of them can refight it. But they relied on, the system. So shameful to them. But at the same time, I want to sincerely say big congratulations to my governor. In as much as this 1 year, he has said that the tough times are over. I concur with him. And indeed, looking at the programs he has lined up, he has achieved so far, it attests that the governor team, Fubara, is on track. Rivers people who are committed, who see good, and who access to good, can see that indeed Governor Tim has performed tremendously well.
All right, Temple, thank you very much. Still in Echie, Robin is on the line. Let's go over to Robin now. Thank you, Temple. Robin, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. It's Andrew.
Yep, go on, please.
Nigerian Senate have taken us back to Egypt by telling that we should go back to the old national anthem. It's Andrew. We were told that that national anthem was written by Britain, composed by Britain. And there is this argument that Britain that colonized Nigeria has never meant well for Nigeria. And this is why all the meetings held by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before he became the president were all held in Britain. And they're taking us back there. The same argument most of them have said the constitution we are using today was handed over to us by military, which I disagree. They are taking us back there. Nigeria, we hail thee. At the time we were hailing thee, Nigeria, we had our refineries working in Kaduna, in Port Harcourt, and in Warri. And today, those refineries are not working. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is telling Nigerians and the world that Nigeria, we hail thee. For me, it's a shame and a misplaced priority. The governor saying he inherited road projects over 30 and is expended about 200 something billion to complete those projects. This has exposed the former governor, who has always been singing and shouting, I will not abandon any project. I will commission every project. Where on earth has that happened? They have been exposed. Good morning, Robin Maja, the farmer.
All right, Robin, good morning. Thank you. Let's take some messages on Facebook now, quickly, shall we? Remember, Nigeria Info, 92.3 PH. That's the handle on Facebook. On X, Nigeria Info PH. And remember, we have a poll going up there. We're asking whether you're comfortable with the change of the Nigerian anthem. Yes, no, or indifferent. Let us know what thoughts you are. We have about 8.8% saying yes, 75% already saying no, and indifferent, 16.2%. All right, so yeah. Keep voting there. Would be using that information subsequently. At Iheme_Emmanuel says needless. I think he's referring to the anthem. At Henro365 says, Andrew, the change is unnecessary. It remains make we change right hand driving. Oh, okay, I think I get what you're saying now. At Paul_my_president says, nice one, more of news like this to come. Okay, that's also a message on X. We're having issues getting the Facebook up. I don't know what's happening with it, whether it has to do with the service providers or just some network issues perhaps, but we'll get our guys to work on it, see if we can take your comments. But until we get that up, let's look at what you're saying on WhatsApp. All right, on WhatsApp, this one says, how does the national anthem, which we have recited for over 45 years, affect our current economic and social-cultural situation? Will the old anthem end inflation, stop insecurity, strengthen the naira, improve exportation, reduce food prices, etc., etc.? This one is Rhapsody from Owerri. You sent that message in. This person says, instead of bringing back the old anthem, why not bring back the old price of fuel? All right, critical question. I don't know how I'm going to respond to it because it's not in my past. But I remember something interesting, and I was looking at it. First of all, the petitions signed, where the Nigerians, signed petitions to say we want this anthem to be changed. I think that's another important thing that we have to also put in perspective. Because I remember in the US one time, people wanted the R. Kelly hit song Ignition, the remix, to become the anthem. I don't know if many of us follow that story or you remember it. And plenty of petitions, and the people of the US, the United States, they needed to vote and look at, and at the end of the day, it didn't meet the required number of persons that needed to support it before it could, so they had to drop it. I don't know if the opinions of Nigerians were sorted critically before this was done. At Ida from Ikoro says, I'm in support of the governor reshuffling the 10,000 employment list to remove shafts which are underage. Lack of transparency by the past administration caused all of this. Thank God His Excellency has observed all the irregularities. We'll go for a commercial now. Good morning.